Welcome back, everybody. Anybody that's new here, thanks for subscribing. If you're not subscribed, go ahead, subscribe. I'm gonna try and get a couple more sunrises this year before we get down to the ice. But today, if you guys have been around for a little while, I've been coming to some of these smaller bodies of water in Wisconsin that not a lot of people actually fish. Not saying that you guys need to come out and crowd all these bodies of water, but if you're ever looking for a new body of water, just like understand this is, I mean, most people would call this a really large pond. It's not even that deep, but it's got some big largemouth bass in it and some big northern pike in it. And I know some of you guys have been wanting me to fish northern pike over the years, so I'll do it if they're bigger. So this is one of those places where I can do that. I'm gonna actually start off today throwing a big bone plopper. It's supposed to get really windy, so I'm gonna probably have to switch to like a jerk bait or a crank, something like that. We'll see what happens, but yeah, thumbs up for beating the sunrise. I got it. I got out here early enough. But yeah, I'm gonna start right here. This is the wind blowing shoreline right now. The wind's coming from, I believe it's the northwest right now, so I'm gonna have to like migrate to that side of the lake because it's gonna get stupid windy today. But wish me luck. Hopefully you get some big ones. Okay, so like I was saying, we'll get started on this plopper. It's already getting windy. It's not supposed to be really windy until like I believe it was like 9-10 o'clock, but that's not too far away, so we'll see how things go. Largemouth right at the boat. Come here. Little squeaker for the beginning, but it's a fish. That's one. Okay, so that's one fish. Let's see if there's anything shallow. I actually think that one was right on a brake line. Gotta keep remembering to drag it all the way to the boat because they will see the boat and attack it sometimes. Fish! I don't think he's that big, but fish. Oh no. Yeah, he was only like a pound, but fish. Okay, this side of the lake's getting a little too windy. I'm gonna have to switch it up. I think I'm gonna throw the crank around a little bit around this point, and then I'm gonna have to shoot to the other side of the lake before it blows me off. Okay, I'm gonna switch back to the plopper for a little while here. Tried a bunch of different other things, didn't get anything. I had one follow on a jerk bait, but that was about it. So I'm gonna work my way across the middle of this lake, which like I said isn't that big, and see if there's anything just kind of roaming around out in the middle here. It's not very deep, it's only like 5-6 feet deep, so I mean, I've had plopper fish come up out of 40 feet of water for a plopper. So it just depends on how hungry they are and how active they are. So we'll see. I'm gonna work my way over. There's a weed line over here. It goes from 5 feet to 3 feet. Big break line. But a lot of times when the wind's blowing off the break line, the bigger fish will sit right on it, waiting to come up and hit stuff. So, hoping that's the case today. Actually looked like the water came up in this lake, now that I think about it. This was all weeds last time. Weeds on the surface. So I might have to push myself up a little bit shallower than I thought. I definitely just landed on a little fish and he ended up hooked up. Sorry, bud. Yeah, that's proof. These guys have eyeballs bigger than their stomachs. Pretty windy and you guys can barely hear me, but I just switched over to this golden red and white Meps. Okay, let's see if we can do that again without getting blown away. On. I was actually just clearing a weed. There's a decent one. He must have been sitting on that weed. And now I must motor out. so that I don't get blown into shore. Okay, so that's the first little bit bigger pike today. I had that little tiny one that I got when my battery was dead on my main GoPro. Hopefully you guys got a good angle of that. I'm trying out this little guy. I have just a tiny little GoPro holder for my other GoPro. I'm seeing if those angles work. If you like that, let me know. It's a lot more work, and it's not ever gonna be every time because it's just me doing all this stuff. But yeah, as you guys can see, it's getting really windy out here. Hopefully you can hear me. I'm gonna get off the water before I get blown off the water. Ish. Feels like a good one. Not a bad one. Woo. Okay, so last fish. Not that big, super skinny. These guys should be getting a little bit fatter here soon, but I couldn't resist. I had to throw a few more on that shoreline, but it's getting way too windy now. I'm gonna let this guy go. Okay, back to the outro. Hit that like button, comment below if you like that stuff. Comment below regardless, it helps the algorithm out. Let's get this channel growing. Hopefully we can get this channel to grow this year. I want to get the numbers up. If you guys are liking and commenting below, we'll keep growing. If you're not, we'll die. That's kind of how this works on YouTube. So hopefully you guys are seeing this. That means your notification bell is on and you guys are commenting and are active on the channel. Thank you to all of you guys that are basically the most regular ones. There's about 300 of you. I try to keep track of all you. Thank you for staying around and being consistent. I'll see you guys next time.